Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching. Before we start today's video, for this to all make sense, if you haven't seen it, you have to go back and watch the video that I posted Friday. I'll link it right here in the corner. But basically, while I was filming that video, there was a large, mysterious animal that I'm going to call Bigfoot for the sake of the video, creeping behind my backstop as I was getting ready to shoot. And all of you guys saw it down in the comments as well. I have no idea what that thing was, but it was definitely really, really creepy. And actually, let me tell you this. So the day after I posted that video, I came out here to make a short video addressing it, and literally, right when I started talking, something that sounded humongous moved behind me in the woods and scared all my poop out. Watch this. All right, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if I'm gonna make this a YouTube short or what, so I'm gonna try to keep it quick. Dude, literally while I'm talking about a Bigfoot that we saw, I hear something crazy right behind me in the woods. This place is ridiculous. So after all that, I think this is a fitting video for us to do, and we've captured some interesting stuff on trail cams out here. I've had people tell me in previous videos that they've seen weird stuff moving behind me in the woods several times actually, so I don't know if it's all the same Bigfoot or if we might have big feet. Is that how you would say it, plural? Big feet? I don't know. Regardless of what you think it is, we need to prepare ourselves. So today, we're gonna try to come up with a list of the best guns to use for a Bigfoot encounter. Now this video could apply to any large animal. As far as I know, big feet, and that is how I'm gonna refer to them plural from now on because it's hilarious, they aren't magical or harder to kill than anything else. So basically, any caliber used for bears or other big animals should probably do the job on a Bigfoot as well. All right, we're kicking it off with a 9mm pistol. So these guns, the self-defense calibers, 9, 40, 45, etc., have to be on every list because everyone has them. And chances are, if you just grab a gun and go out for the day, it's gonna be something like this that you have. So while it's not the most effective, it wouldn't be my first choice, you'd probably be glad you had this if you ran into a Bigfoot. So let's shoot it. One thing I'll say about Glocks and, you know, pistols like this, the capacity is actually pretty decent. Like, you can get 18 rounds in a gun this size, which is a lot better than some of the other guns we brought out. 18 rounds is definitely a good thing. Also, one of the cons of a handgun like this is obviously long distance, but I gotta say, when it comes to pistols, I shoot the 9mm a lot better at long range than most of the others. I assume it's just recoil, and the 9mm is a pretty flat shooting round. And if I was gonna shoot 100 yards with a pistol, I would pick a 9mm for sure. Plus, Glocks work great. Everyone knows that. So again, not the most effective caliber on the list, but if you get a dome shot with a 9mm or a 45, it would probably take down a Bigfoot. So this is a butane can, and I've always wanted to shoot one of these. I've had this in my bag for like 6 months, so let's see what happens. There's no flame nearby, so probably nothing's gonna happen, but let's see. Still pretty cool. Let's throw a pumpkin down there. All right, this is the Glock 20 10mm, so everything I said about the 9mm applies to this, except it's way more powerful and gets a lot more penetration. If I knew that I was gonna encounter a Bigfoot, this is probably the smallest gun that I would grab because they have a good reputation for taking down bears and other large animals, so let's shoot it. Let's try our mini fridge. Oh yeah. Quite a big step up from the 9mm, that's for sure. Again, very effective. A lot of guys that live in bear country love these guns because they have a good reputation, and you get the benefits of the Glock capacity and reliability with the power of the 10mm. So definitely a good choice if you're grabbing a handgun. Oh yeah. And for this next one, let's go ahead and throw that pumpkin in our mini fridge. All right, so for this one, we moved up a little bit because you're definitely about to watch me flinch. So next up, we have the big daddy of all handgun calibers, the Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum. Obviously, very effective, very powerful. The problem is, I can't really hit my targets with it because I flinch like a soy boy every time I shoot it. If it wasn't for that, I would just use this for everything because it's pretty much guaranteed to be effective. So I hate doing this, but for you guys, we'll shoot this thing a couple times. Let's see if we can hit our pumpkin inside that mini fridge. That thing is painful, man. I really don't know how guys just sit there and shoot cylinder after cylinder through a 500 Magnum. Woo! All right, moment of truth. I believe our 500 went in right there on the bottom. Oh yeah, I think that did the job. What do you say? Good grief, man. For a pumpkin, that is very impressive. They don't typically explode like watermelons and, you know, other stuff like that, but that is a giant hole. The 500 Magnum is one of them guns that I love and hate all at the same time. However, if I was gonna use this for a Bigfoot encounter, I would probably use a round like this for maximum penetration, because obviously hollow points expand, whereas these don't. I've never shot one of these, so I hope it don't break my wrist. Let's see if we can hit that pumpkin. I probably will miss it from 7 yards away, but let's see. I actually hit it. Wow. Man. All right, we're gonna put this one up. All right, now I move back a little bit because we're gonna start shooting some long guns. So first up, we have the Daniel Defense Mark 18. So the 5.56 is a great caliber. It's obviously not the most powerful, but it's kind of a good compromise for effectiveness, long range, you know, recoil, easy to shoot. It's just an overall good caliber. I don't know if it'd be my first choice for something like a Bigfoot, but I do think it could work if it's all you had. I actually haven't shot this gun in quite a while, and I love it. So again, it's one of those calibers that everybody has, and it would definitely work better than a lot of the handguns we shot. And you knew it was coming, the Henry lever action 4570. If it can kill a T-Rex, I think it could kill a Bigfoot. Oh yeah. My all-time favorite gun, and definitely the sexiest gun on the list, which is important if you're hunting Bigfoot, because you're gonna wanna post the trophy pic on Instagram and get a bunch of likes, and with a gun like this, you'll look way cooler. All right guys, before we move on, I want to give a couple honorable mentions. Obviously, the 50 BMG is one that I'm sure that's on a lot of your guys' mind, and of course, that would work really well. The problem is, you can't move with it, you can't hike around with it. It's pretty much wherever you set it up is where it's going to be, at least with the one that I have, because it weighs like 50 pounds. So obviously the 50 cal would work for any living animal on this planet, but it wouldn't be my first choice. I don't think you would need something quite that powerful. And another one is the 308. I actually brought out the 308 today, but this video is kind of running long, so we're not going to shoot it, but I think it would be an amazing caliber. It's basically the 5.56 on steroids and can shoot further. It's more powerful. They do make guns that have the same or similar capacity, so you get all the benefits of the 5.56, but with a more powerful round and just a little bit more recoil. So the 308 would be an amazing choice as well. The 308 that I have isn't very cool anyway. If I had like a Scar 17 or something, then we would definitely shoot it, but I don't, unfortunately. All right guys, the final gun on my list today is one that I think would be a great choice for hunting Bigfoot, the 12 gauge shotgun. So this is another one that almost everybody has. Like anything else, it has downsides. Mainly capacity and long distance are the two that I can think of, but a huge upside is the variety of ammo. So first, we got some double-aught buckshot. I think that would probably take down just about anything if you could get close enough to it. The problem is with something like a Bigfoot that's so evasive, you're probably not going to be able to get as close as you would like, and that's what slugs are for. Let's try to hit that pumpkin. It's raining pumpkin all over me. Now, if it was me, I know exactly what shotgun round I would use to take out a Bigfoot, our special incendiary slugs. That one actually didn't blow up like I wanted it to. Let's try another one on the steel plate. I don't think I had that paper up against something hard enough. Plus, these things are getting pretty old at this point. Check it out. Look at it smoking. By far my favorite shotgun slug I've ever tried. I think that would do the job. All right, guys, so after shooting all those guns, I would say if I had to pick like a sidearm and a primary weapon, it would probably be the 10mm Glock pistol. I would love to choose the 500 Magnum for my handgun, but I don't think I could hit anything further than 5 yards away with that because I flinch so bad every time I shoot it. So the 10mm would be my handgun. And then maybe like a semi-automatic 308 if I had one, which I don't, or the 4570 T-Rex rifle. That would probably be the gun that I would grab. It's really lightweight and easy to carry around, and if you can't take it down with 4 rounds of 4570, it's probably not going to happen. I will say that's the biggest downside to the 4570 is capacity and reloading it. If you need to reload that thing in an emergency, it's not going to happen. It's a pain to do quickly anyway. And then the 12 gauge shotgun would be another one. Again, long range is a downside to a 12 gauge shotgun. Even with the slug, you know, a couple hundred yards is probably the furthest you're gonna get, whereas something like a 308 or a 6.5 or something like that, you can shoot quite a bit further. So like anything, there's pros and cons to all these guns, but I really don't think you would need something like a 50 BMG to take down a Bigfoot. The main battle would be just spotting it to get a shot off. So that's my opinion. Let me know what yours is down in the comments below. Things are getting weird around here, and I feel like this is a video that I just had to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. As always, hit that like button for me, guys. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.